I want to do a quick video on the Beretta A400 Extreme Plus. I previously owned the Extreme Unico. It was a great gun. I used it for one season, shot about 3 cases of steel shot through it. Had no problems, no malfunctions. Got a lot of clean kills and some birds. The packaging of the new Plus is very similar to the old gun. The only difference is you're going to get 5 extended Black Edition choke tubes, which come in cylinder, improved cylinder, modified, improved, modified, and full. Basically get everything the same as the old one. There's tons of videos of unboxing on that, so if you want to see a better comparison, go watch those. The only difference is it comes with this little tool here, which you can use to take the V-lock feature off to remove your magazine spring, or maybe your plug if you don't know how to remove your plug. There's a lot easier ways of doing that. But the only thing I don't like about this gun was the trigger. As you can see, it's missing. I shot a few rounds of skeet with it, and the trigger was very gritty, enough to the point where when I got back from the range, I popped it out, put it in a box, and sent it over to have some trigger work done to it and get it smoothed out. I've got a Beretta A300 Outlander here. The trigger on it is very nice compared to the trigger that came on this one, and my previous A400 Extreme Unico trigger was very nice and smooth as well. I know this is still a really new gun. I've only shot about 4 boxes of target ammo through it. It was so gritty. I don't think it'd have been nice enough for me to use for this upcoming teal season without having it polished by a gunsmith. So I sent it off to have that done. The main reason why I sold my A400 Unico to get this one was for the raised rib barrel that has a larger forcing cone. I'm a big fan of the Benelli raised ribs, and the only complaint I had on the old gun was that it did not have a raised rib barrel. I do notice, however, it makes the gun a little bit harder to swing. I'm currently trying to get used to swinging this gun compared to the old one. Other than that, it's still a really soft shooter. No major complaints. Everything else seems to be the same. The only other thing is they made this cut here, almost like the 3-gun people do, so do easier loads. The carrier really doesn't stick out much. It's a nice feature, but I could have lived without it. I really like this button here. I used to have the Brileys extended knob on my A400, and 2 times I accidentally pushed the button the other way, which ejected the shells onto the lifter and jammed my gun up pretty good. Luckily, I knew how to clear that malfunction and wasn't out of a functioning firearm for long. But this one is a lot better. It's designed so that you can't push it backwards, and you don't lose your feature for pushing it backwards to quickly unload your gun. You simply just lift up on the lever here, and you can quickly unload your magazine tube. But this button is a lot easier to press, and you get a little bit more leverage on it compared to the Brileys. I completely hate the factory ones, or the ones that used to have this little bitty button. When you've got gloves on and it's freezing cold outside, it's hard to find sometimes. Another thing I don't like is this really large charging handle that comes on the Extreme Plus. I'm gonna get rid of that one and install my old Brileys onto this one. It's a little bit shorter and not as intrusive on whatever I'm doing. I can see that getting snagged up on my wader straps or something like that. But this is my initial impression of the gun. I'll probably do another video once the trigger comes back and I get a couple hundred more rounds through it. But feel free to shoot me any questions if you have questions about the gun.